Welcome back, Game Week King family, to another F1 Clash video. We're here for our Monaco Grand Prix. Alright, so first we recorded our first three races, and that was going to be the video. And then I realized after I was finished recording the first three races that the phone stopped recording, guys. So I had no gameplay footage at all. So I have to go again and re-record now at race 4. Alright, so we're going to be doing 3 races into the middle of the event. Alright, so this track requires power unit and race start. So we're not necessarily going to focus on the power unit. We tried that, fixing our loadout to the main feat characteristics of the track, and it didn't work out for us. As you can see here on race 2, it didn't work out for us at all on race 2. So we're not going to be going with that at all. We're going to be going with our best setup that we currently have on right now. Alright, we're going to be jumping in, and it's going to be our cornering setup. That's what we have. We're going to be jumping in, and then what we'll do is use our best race start boost to give us a bit of an advantage. Alright, so here we go, and let's jump into our first race. We've got a match, and it's going to be on Singapore. Now, Singapore is one of those tracks where the DRS, you have 3 different chances or 3 different places to use DRS, and only one of those places I see produces overtaking, and it's on the main straight. Right, whenever you use DRS on the right straight or the left straight, you don't really get to do much overtaking, but the main straight is where we get good overtaking. We have Antonelli and Bearman in P11 here, looking pretty nice. So we're going to go for mediums and do the 2-2-2 strategy, as we can't really get 3 laps. So we're going to go with the couple boost here for a race start, and we're going to add into the cornering. We're not going to focus too much on the power unit side. We could go Rooster, and yeah, let's go Rooster and give Bearman in the back some extra power unit, and we're going to see how he's going to perform with that power unit boost in the back. We have race start, cornering, race start, power unit for our drivers. Let's go. That's a perfect start for both drivers. Pretty nice. And look at this. This is a real rival as well. I wasn't even noticing it was a real rival. It is, after all. Alright, so he's going long, but of our tires, we're going short. So he's going to be doing a one-stop strategy, I would assume, going 3-3, while we're going to be going for a 2-2-2 strategy. So let's see if we can get our Bearman to squeeze out and pull up into P3 here. Squeeze up the inside. There you go, Bearman. Nice job. Let's see if we can squeeze into P2 early in the race. No, we cannot. So we'll cut him down there, and I guess we'll use DRS with our Bearman to get him into that place. Alright. Let me see positions. Alright, so a good amount of them on the mediums, a good amount on the hard. Bearman now squeezing into P2. Exactly what we want to see. Now this straight is where we could use the DRS. We're not going to use it there. We're going to pit back for some medium tires. We want our Antonelli to be way out in front, so we get a nice perfect pit stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost my Kimi from here into pit, and then we're just going to allow Bearman to charge and kind of slow the pack down a bit as he goes around to make his stop as well. Right, so Antonelli in pit now. We're going to allow Bearman to continue to come on in, nice and slow, nice and slow. Perfect stop right there for drivers. Right, so the rival now is going to be able to pass, and our Antonelli is back out. We're going to cut him out there. Our Bearman is back out in P6. Alright, so we're just going to use our DRS, because if we wait, we're not going to be able to use it at all, and we barely get it up to P5. Can we squeeze P4? Yes, we can. Squeezing off the rival there in P4. Pretty nice. I'm missing P2, P3 is supposed to be on ours. There they go. And they should be making their stop now. And we're hopefully our DRS will restart by the time we hit that main straight. So we can hit that DRS and try to put some gap between us and those 2 cars. Alright, let's boost here. So it did not come into play, so we're gonna just boost. And let's boost now, or Antonelli, we want to create some gap here and bring them back in. Now I really don't care too much about the stock yet at this point. I just want to create that gap with both my drivers. So we have a nice little gap there. As we're going to go in with about 2 to 3 seconds ahead. We're going to boost our Kinney into pit from there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to use this little distance and use this DRS with our Bearman here to close down that little bit of a distance, creating that massive gap between P2 and P3 so we can get into pit and back out. There we go, nice and perfect stop. And now we want to try and get out right in front. There we go, beautiful stop, beautiful race for us here. P1, P2 in the bag, great race, awesome race. Great race, Mr. Rival. Didn't even know it was a real rival at all. The search for this one was just like any other search, you know. But yeah, nice P1, P2 for first 47 points of the event. All right, there we go. Looking it up. Got to keep a good eye on my recording to see if it stops. I'm not up to. Don't have the time. Don't have the time. Should be editing right now because I don't really have the time. But you know, it is what it is. Stuff happens. Right. So we're just cruising to the finish line right now, as this race is in the bag. Great race. The rival opted to go for the slower strategy using the hard tires. I wouldn't recommend going for the slower strategy here by using the hard tires. Even though it's just the opening round, in the final round, you definitely don't want to go for the slower tires for the slower strategy. Try your best to go for the faster strategy. See how that produces for you. And once again, we did not set up to power unit for this one, and we performed pretty well because we figured it out that on our race at Silverstone, we tuned our car to speed, and a cornering setup overrun us. So yeah, yeah, I figured out that we're not doing that again. Yeah, so we're just gonna stick. Probably when you're at max level, it has some effect, but for the most part, at these levels, it doesn't really have much of an effect. Right? Or if it does, it didn't affect us at all. Alright, so there we go. There was the match. We kind of had better drivers there. Yeah, we had the better drivers, and I guess we had the better car as well. We have a higher power unit over the rival as well. So, alright, let's jump into our next race. As you can see, look at that. The rival car has more power unit than our car, and it didn't do any good for it. Alright. So let's take a look at the next race. Yeah, we're not changing the setup, so we're just going to jump on into the next race. So I'm not going to be changing the setup at all. Alright, let's jump into the next one. Here we go for our next race on Abu Dhabi. Let's see where we qualify. We did not alter our setup at all. This track is tailored to power unit again. As you can see, we did qualify pretty nice here, P3, P9, and we're going to stick with that. Alright, so since both our drivers are nice and close, I'm going to go 2, 3. Let's go for the couple. Work with the couple. And our drivers, or not, one of them for the power unit. Which one is it? Race start and power unit. Alright, let's go. Ooh, we missed the instinct boost there. Man, should have just gone with a couple of both drivers. Alright, perfect start, good start for Bearman. And Bearman is the one who did not get the boost, and he's in the back. I would have rather Bearman got the boost and Antonelli didn't get the boost. Alright, let's see if Bearman can make his way up to P2 without the boost. I doubt it. It is the events after. I doubt it. Alright. So So Antonelli's way out in front with that boost. Behrman, on the other hand, is not out in front. Doesn't have a boost. So we're gonna boost him here. See if we can hold off rival Behrman. If we can pass Piastri up this corner, around the outside he goes, put it down there, allow Piastri to kind of hold off rival a bit. Then we're gonna boost here, and we'll just use our DRS down straight. See if we can pick up some positions. Manage to put 2 positions. We're gonna just cut down there. That's what the build is going. We need to go to pit. Waiting for Antonelli. Hopefully he doesn't pass because yet he did not. So we're gonna go to pit with Antonelli. We're gonna go around with our Behrman for 3 laps. Antonelli on his way out of pit. Go with our Behrman. 3. So Antonelli is now going to get 3 laps on his medium and did that DRS. Since we did DRS with our Behrman, we're going to just DRS now. He's about to run out of tires. And I'm going to boost him from there. See if he can just push his way into pit without losing any place. P4, he's almost there. One more corner, Mr. Behrman. There you go. Into pit. Beautiful. And our Antonelli is back in P1. Come on, Behrman. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. 976. He's back out in P. Got blocked by Piastri. Extremely unsafe release there. Piastri basically just crashed in his car. Alright, so we're going to be cutting down here. DRS, DRS, DRS. Inside. Squeeze. There we go. Beautiful driving there from our Behrman. Antonelli, we're going to let him go around for another lap. And then come back to the medium tires. These guys are struggling to do 3 laps on the mediums. The amount of boosting we have to do. The amount of boosting we have to do. That's why the mediums are burning down so fast. Boosting too much. Alright, so Antonelli about to run out. We're using too much power unit on these tires. Too much DRS on these tires. Let's boost in. Antonelli. For another lap with our Behrman and then bring it back to the softs. Softs for Behrman. DRS with Antonelli before we hit P1. I got the DRS before we hit P1. Oh my god. That's just epic right there. That's an epic DRS right there. Hit this DRS right now with our Behrman as he's about to go out of tires. Make sure we get as much with that DRS so we can just boost him on in. Once he hits this corner, we're just going to boost him here as he's out of tires, but he's right at the pit entrance, so he should just dive in there. Here we go. Good. Can our Behrman get out in P8? Yes, he can. Blockage. That means way in the back. Shouldn't be able to pass us. The exit is a bit slow on this track. And we're going to DRS now. We should have only hard tires in front of us. Who do we have a softs? We have Lando Norris, who should be going back to pit on those hards. So we have 2 positions that we should be gaining on pit with our Behrman. As more Antonelli goes for the final lap. He has this massive gap, so no worries for Antonelli, and that's one of the softs going to pit there. Ooh, it's the final lap, so Lando Norris is going to go for it. So hopefully we can pass with DRS here. Both of them. Come on, DRS, where are you? Too late. The DRS activated too late, so we didn't manage to pass them. Boost for Antonelli by pit there. See if we can charge and attack with Behrman. See if we can squeeze by Piastri. I don't know should be out of tires eventually. Alright, so we squeeze by Piastri. P6 will take that. We'll take that. Now we could have got a better finish here with our Bearman, but we didn't get the tire because we wanted to fix it. So yeah, still a good race. Let's take a look at it and then we'll jump into our final race. Looks like we might be able to do 4 races here as my timing on our card is not that much. So that was the match. Rival had the better driver, had his power unit set up, the higher power unit to the rival there. But whenever it comes to speed and power unit tracks, I'm not seeing the advantage to teams those setups. So I'm just going to stick with my corner setup. Let's jump into the next one. It's going to be corner. That's what we have on. Let's go. Here we go for our next race. It's wet Monaco. Let's see how we qualify here in the rain. Squeezing out. 2, 11, Antonelli and Bearman for the rival. Basically mirroring us there. So we're going to go 4 places and put this out. So this is going to be the Prince. Where is it? The Prince. Gives us corners, and white stars. So track is not going to be drying up anytime at all. So race. So it's a matter of start. If your driver is going to be in some position at the start of the race. The rival is boosting away at the start. He has on boost, so this is a real player as well. Didn't notice that. It was a real player there. So we got a few real players in our first 3 races that the recording kind of stopped. The recording is still going here. I have to keep a close eye on that. And Antonelli with a nice little jump. You see the kid push here into P3. The inside is on the outside. Squeeze to the inside, still on the outside. Struggling to pass. Let's use this DRS. Squeeze our bear into P3. That's the best choice to use the DRS on Monaco is on the main straight. It's nice we got P3. Let's hold off landing bars. So we see Antonelli having a nice little gap where DRS should recharge by the time we get back around to the main straight. Let's see if it does. Almost there, almost recharged. Alright, we're gonna go to pit now. We have a nice little gap between drivers, so we don't mess that up too much. Alright, we're just gonna use that DRS again on our Antonelli to try and create a little bit more space. So we see Nora still on us. We're going to boost our Bearman or Antonelli from there and allow our Bearman to kind of charge up some power unit while we go along. It's 25. We could go around for another lap. Cancel. We're going to go around for another lap. Luckily I saw it before. Just allow Bearman not to lose too much to burn his tires. Rival stopped. One of his drivers. We should have stopped. Jumped by P4. Back here, DRS. Up the inside, around the outside, squeeze. Nice. We're taking there from Bearman. We squeeze to P2. Oh yeah. Antonelli out there. drive P3 there. Alright, it's a P1 P2 for us, looking pretty good here. And now we're gonna save that DRS. Put us main straight. Where we're just gonna fire it. We're just gonna fire it. Create some distance for Beerman here so he doesn't get jammed up those P4 as P3's coming fast. As you can see, it's just one attack. Looking for it. It's hunting back with Charles Leclerc. Now back to Lando Norris, looks like there's that PS3. One of the McLaren leads like Leclerc there. They're hunting it. We're just gonna boost now. Fire up our DRS. We're just gonna use it. See if we can create a little bit of distance. Look at that. We're not creating any distance in that McLaren. Lando Norris is hunting us. We DRS. We boost. No distance created. We have to be careful here. Because Lando Norris is hunting. He wants P2. Boost here with our Beerman. Lando Norris on the hunt. He's hunting down this P2 spot. We're not giving it up that easy, Lando Norris. Not giving it up that easy. Not giving it up that easy, Mr. Lando Norris. And there we go. P2 finish. Antonelli P1. 47 points for us there. I think this is our second 47. Which is nice. Which is nice. We still have 2 parts to upgrade for tomorrow finals. Which is pretty nice. We're looking good so far here in the Challengers GP. Looks like we can go to contenders for the next one and get destroyed. Alright. Probably should finish C7 by Monday or so. So probably next week I should probably go to like Series 9. Now we're at 24 minutes in our recording. We might be able to squeeze in one more race. I don't want to go too far over 30 minutes. It's too big and it might cause problems. Alright, we're gonna squeeze in one more race. Let's go really quickly. Here we go for our final race of the video on Australia. Hopefully we're recording don't go too long and our file don't get corrupted. It's still recording. We got P3, P12 in our qualifying. It's 9 laps over 3 and it's race start at speed. Is there a race start speed boost? Yes, fireworks. We'll take that. Fireworks. Race start at speed. Both drivers are far away, so we can go for double softs. Yeah, let's go for the double softs here. So we can get a good start anyways with the race start boost. Have a little extra speed in there. That boost glitch at the start there. Position itself at the start. That's a good start from. Ooh, look at that start from our Beerman. Ooh, Beerman. Loving the soft tires. Beerman love those soft tires. I'm gonna slow it down now. It's going to create some distance. We're going to put the gap from the pits. We're going to cut down there, and I just allowed them to cruise. But Beerman, we're going to kind of slow it down a bit. He's 2 attacking on our Antonelli here, and that's not good for us. We can't even use his DRS when it becomes available because he's too close to our Antonelli. And they're going to stop. We're going to lose some place. So we'll charge up a bit here with our Antonelli. It's 9 laps, so I can't even say I'm going to bring in Antonelli early because that's going to cost us a lap. Just cut him down, charge. Put in a little bit more. So I'm going to go back to pit. I'm going to come out on the medium tires. I don't like the soft tires look too much. They gave us a great start, but we're going to go back to the mediums. I'm going to boost my Antonelli about here. It's at 10%, so I'm going to run out of tires. This is 2-second save. You should get out of P3. Nice. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful start for Behrman there. He was so aggressive on the start. Beautiful. Now we can just squeeze by P2 and take that P2. We'll just let them so yeah, Antonelli here. So we shouldn't have any problem for the final pit stop. Which we're gonna just go for these soft tires to finish. Alright? Alright, so we're looking good. Great race there, great start from more drivers. And we managed to pull P1, P2. So it's just a matter of finishing up the race now. As the time winds down, 1 minute to 30 minutes for me here. Hopefully, I'm praying, fingers crossed that the file is not too big and get interrupted. Alright, let's go. Final lap to our pit stop. We're just going to use more Antonelli. Bring it back to Sauce. Behrman. And just continue to cruise with him. Rival Antonelli on the soft tires there. Coming. Before it is Antonelli is Behrman. Behrman seems to love this track. Not lie, his rival Behrman outperformed his Antonelli as well. Charge now for Behrman. As we boost in Antonelli. So he should get about 3 seconds in. So he shouldn't stop here at all. There we go. 7-2. It's out to perfect stop. We shouldn't get jumped any at all by our rival. Look at that, somebody flying by pits there. No worries. He should make his stop. He's on the hard tires, not Norris. Again, attacking and driving extremely aggressive Lando Norris. But yeah, looking pretty good here. Now we can use our DRS last time. Norris. So it's not going to do too much either, so just use our DRS now on the main straight. Getting that DRS experience for Behrman as he tries to catch up to Kimi Antonelli as we go for our final lap after this one. It's lap 9. Some portions of the track. See the difference in speed. As we boost now Antonelli and as both drivers run out of tires. This is why I didn't want to go for the softs, but it was the final lap anyways. So we could definitely get those soft tires to get that jump and that advantage. There we go. Beautiful racing. We're still recording. The file crashed for our first recording. Even better, second set of recordings here. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like 2 opening round videos and 2 final races videos where I'll do 4 in one and 4 in the other. If I could hold 4, probably have to try and get some more space on the device so I can hold 4 races. Alright, there we go. Apparently match rival had the better Behrman here, so we got better drivers. And once again, we see a rival going for a high-speed car or cornering car outperforming him anyways. So I don't see a reason to skip the setup to go for speed track. But that's basically going to be it for this one. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in your event. And let's take a look at the final race. It's going to be cornering again, so definitely Monaco again for the final race. Monaco. Interesting. Just decided to go back to this one. Give it 3 tries. Alright, so yeah, that's basically going to be it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember to smash the like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe to the channel if you made it this far. See you guys in the next one.